sleeping 8 hours but still tired? The truth about sleep quality and 4 doctor-recommended ways to wake up refreshed. Have you ever woken up after what seemed like a full night's sleep, 8, maybe even 9 hours, only to feel just as exhausted as you did before you went to bed? You look at the clock. It's 6:30 a.m., the sun is up, you did everything right, went to bed early, didn't have caffeine, maybe even avoided your phone before bed. But as you sit on the edge of your mattress, a heavy tiredness pulls at your shoulders and fogs your brain. You ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel this way? Isn't 8 hours supposed to be enough? You're not alone. Millions of people, from young parents to busy professionals to retirees, wake up each morning feeling like they've run a marathon in their sleep. And the most frustrating part? Most of them blame themselves. They think, maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe my body's just not built for energy anymore. But what if I told you that the problem isn't with your willpower, your age, or even your bedtime? The truth is, it's not always about how long you sleep, it's about how well you sleep. And if you don't understand this difference, you could be missing out on the most important health secret of your life. Let's get real for a moment. Our culture is obsessed with 8 hours. We treat it like a magic number, a golden ticket to energy and health. Doctors, fitness coaches, and even well-meaning family members tell you, just get your 8 hours and you'll be fine. But if you've ever slept for 8 hours and still felt groggy, you know that's not the whole story. The truth is, quality matters just as much as quantity, sometimes even more. The sleep quality trap. So why does this happen? Why do so many people, especially after 40 or 50, struggle with sleep that feels deep, refreshing, and truly restorative? There are a few hidden reasons that most people never think about. 1. Interrupted sleep. You might think you slept through the night, but in reality, your sleep was interrupted over and over by aches, bathroom trips, anxiety, a noisy street, or even your partner snoring. Each time you wake up, even for a few seconds, your brain gets yanked out of deep sleep. Imagine a gardener constantly waking a seed just as it's about to sprout. That's your brain, struggling to enter the deep, healing stages of sleep. 2. Not enough deep or REM sleep. Did you know that not all sleep is equal? Sleep scientists break the night into different stages, but 2 matter most: deep sleep, when your body repairs itself, and REM sleep, when your brain processes emotions and memories. If you spend all night tossing and turning on the surface of sleep, you can technically clock in 8 hours, but your body and mind don't get what they need. Think of it like eating a full meal, but never getting any nutrients. You're full, but you're still starving inside. 3. Circadian rhythm disruption. Your body is wired to sleep at certain times, ideally, after sunset and before sunrise. If you go to bed at midnight, sleep until 8 a.m., but keep waking up, your internal clock, called your circadian rhythm, gets confused. This is why shift workers, new parents, or people who stay up late watching TV often feel like zombies, even after what looks like enough sleep. 4. Too much screen time before bed. Blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs is the enemy of good sleep. It tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime and blocks the natural release of melatonin, your sleep hormone. If you scroll through social media or binge Netflix before bed, you're basically telling your brain to stay alert. You fall asleep eventually, but your body is never truly convinced it's time to rest. 5. Poor sleep environment. Sometimes it's not your habits, it's your bedroom. A room that's too bright, too noisy, too hot, or too cold can keep you from falling into a deep sleep. Even the wrong pillow or mattress can turn what should be a sanctuary into a torture chamber. Remember, your bedroom should be dark, quiet, cool, and comfortable. Real-life example, Maria's story. Let me share a real story. Maria, a 62-year-old retired nurse, used to pride herself on getting plenty of sleep. Every night, she was in bed by 10 p.m. and didn't get up until 6 a.m. But by breakfast, she felt drained, grumpy, and sometimes even dizzy. Her friends teased her, "You're retired. What are you so tired for?" It wasn't until her doctor asked a simple question, "Do you wake up at night?" that things started to make sense. Maria realized she was getting up 2 or 3 times every night to use the bathroom. She was tossing and turning because of pain in her hips. And she kept her TV on to help her fall asleep, but the light kept her brain half awake all night. Once Maria made a few changes, limiting liquids before bed, stretching in the evening, turning off her TV, and using a small reading lamp, she finally experienced deep, satisfying rest. Within a week, she woke up feeling like she'd got her life back. You are not lazy, you're just not sleeping well. Here's the point: if you're sleeping 8 hours and still tired, you are not broken. You are not weak. You're just not getting the right kind of sleep. And the good news? There are proven, doctor-recommended ways to improve the quality of your sleep, starting tonight. Stick with me, because I'm about to show you 4 practical changes you can make, beginning right now, to help your body rest deeply and wake up feeling recharged. Let's dive into the 4 doctor-recommended solutions that will help you transform those empty hours of sleep into something truly nourishing for your body, your mind, and your spirit. These are not complicated. You won't need expensive gadgets, special diets, or miracle supplements. You just need a willingness to experiment, a dash of patience, and the belief that you deserve to wake up feeling alive. Solution 1. Protect your circadian rhythm. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Your body isn't a machine you can power on and off at random. It's more like a finely tuned orchestra where every system, hormones, temperature, heart rate, digestion, plays in harmony with your internal clock, called the circadian rhythm. When you go to bed at 10 p.m. one night and 1 a.m. the next, you throw off that internal conductor. Your sleep becomes shallow and fragmented, your dreams less vivid, and you may even feel hungover the next day. Doctor's advice: set a fixed bedtime and a fixed wake time, even on weekends or holidays. If you must change your schedule, do it gradually, shifting by 15 minutes at a time. For many people, this single change is a game changer. It might sound simple, but after a week or two, you'll find yourself falling asleep more quickly, staying asleep more soundly, and waking up refreshed, even if you didn't add any extra sleep time. Real-life example: Bill's Rhythm Rescue. Bill, age 69, always thought sleep was about catching up when you're tired. Some nights, he'd stay up until midnight reading or watching TV, then try to make it up with naps or late mornings. He was always groggy, especially after weekends. When his doctor suggested a regular sleep and wake schedule, Bill laughed. "That's for kids." But after trying it for 2 weeks, he found himself waking up before his alarm, with a clear head and no urge to nap during the day. Solution 2. Prioritize deep sleep. Create a wind-down routine. Here's the secret: deep sleep doesn't just happen the moment you close your eyes. You have to invite it. Your brain needs a signal that it's safe to let go and sink into rest. Doctors call this process sleep hygiene, habits and routines that tell your body it's time to power down. If you watch the news, pay bills, or scroll on your phone right before bed, your brain is still running daytime programs. No wonder you feel stuck on the surface of sleep. Doctor's advice: set a bedtime alarm about 30 to 60 minutes before you plan to sleep. Turn off all screens, phones, tablets, TV. Dim the lights in your house. Try gentle stretching, slow breathing, or reading a calming book, on paper, not a screen. This routine signals your brain it's safe. You can let go now. Real-life example: Helen's new ritual. Helen, 76, struggled with shallow sleep for years. She'd fall asleep fine, but woke up every hour, mind racing. She started a wind-down routine with gentle yoga, herbal tea, and 10 minutes of journaling. Within a week, she was sleeping deeper and waking up less often, sometimes just once a night instead of 5. Solution 3. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Think about the last time you slept really well, maybe at a quiet hotel or on a camping trip far from the city. What did those places have in common? Usually, darkness, silence, and comfort. Your bedroom should be the most relaxing place in your home. But for many people, it's filled with distractions, bright clocks, noisy electronics, piles of clutter, or a TV playing late into the night. Doctor's advice: keep your bedroom dark. Use blackout curtains if needed. Keep it cool, somewhere between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, is ideal for most people. Make it quiet. Use earplugs, a white noise machine, or even a fan if needed. Remove electronics. If you use your phone as an alarm, put it in airplane mode and keep it across the room. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillow. You spend a third of your life here, make it count. Real life example, the power of the bedroom makeover. Joan, 64, realized her old mattress was sagging and her curtains let in too much light from the street. She replaced her mattress and bought blackout curtains. The difference? She called it a miracle. For the first time in years, she fell asleep quickly and slept deeply until morning. Solution 4, move your body during the day, but not right before bed. Exercise is one of the most powerful ways to boost your sleep quality, especially as you age. But the timing matters. Gentle movement in the morning or afternoon, like walking, stretching, yoga, or even light gardening, helps your body build sleep pressure. This makes it easier to fall asleep at night and dive into the deeper stages of restorative rest. However, working out intensely right before bed can have the opposite effect, making you wired or restless. Doctor's advice: aim for at least 30 minutes of movement most days. It doesn't have to be intense, even a gentle walk or dancing in your living room counts. Finish exercise at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Real life example, walking toward better sleep. Sam, 71, started walking around his block every afternoon after lunch. Within a week, he noticed he fell asleep faster and woke up with more energy. He said, "I thought exercise was for young people, but I sleep better now than I did at 50. Final thoughts, turning knowledge into restful, energized mornings. Now, as we draw this video to a close, let's pause and think honestly, how many mornings have you woken up after a full night's sleep, but still felt heavy, foggy, or a little bit disappointed? If you're like millions of people over 60, it's more common than you'd ever expect. But now, you know the truth. Sleep isn't just about the number of hours, it's about what happens during those hours, and the choices you make before your head hits the pillow. Maybe you saw yourself in Helen, who finally slept through the night after years of tossing and turning. Or maybe you related to Bill, who learned that simply going to bed at the same time each night could change his mornings entirely. Or perhaps you're ready to try Joan's bedroom sanctuary experiment, or Sam's daily walk. These are not miracle cures, but they are powerful tools that can help you reclaim your energy, your clarity, and your hope. Here's the core message. No matter your age or your health history, it's never too late to improve the quality of your sleep. You have more control than you realize. You don't need to accept fatigue as an unavoidable part of aging. Small, steady changes, protecting your sleep routine, creating a bedtime ritual, making your bedroom restful, and moving your body each day, add up to a transformation that can change how you feel for years to come. Why does this matter so much? Because every day you wake up with energy, you get to participate in life more fully. You can show up for your loved ones, enjoy your hobbies, tackle your goals, and live with purpose. And every night you spend tossing and turning, you lose a little of that potential. So tonight, before you go to bed, take a look at your own habits. Is there one thing, just one, that you could change to honor your body's need for deep, healing sleep? Maybe it's setting a fixed bedtime, turning off your phone a little earlier, or taking a gentle walk before sunset. Start there. And tomorrow morning, notice how you feel. Over time, the difference can be profound. And if you found these tips helpful, don't keep them to yourself. Share this video with a friend or loved one who struggles with sleep. Leave a comment below and let us know which change you're going to try first, or share your own story of what's worked for you. Your voice could be the encouragement someone else needs tonight. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Your support helps us continue sharing practical, science-backed advice and real-life inspiration to help you age with energy, dignity, and joy. Thank you for being here. Remember, restful sleep isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Make it a priority. You deserve to wake up truly refreshed.